pretty much in direct sunlight, and the screen is pretty darn visible. There is some reflection, obviously. Hello. Alright, let's power up the quad. And what I want to do is kind of familiarize myself with the... Oh, I powered up with the camera on. Let's turn that back off. To familiarize myself with the information on the screen. Obviously, this is satellite, so we're waiting on that. The furthermost to the top is showing you distance from home. This is obviously the compass. This is total, there it is. So we got 7 satellites. This is a total flight distance. Let's see, what's this one? Flying altitude. This is the flight mode. So this PHLD is position hold, which is the GPS hold. We're at 13 satellites right now. And you see that's a matter of seconds. So that's pretty awesome. This is flight time. This line here is the altitude or attitude line. So you can see it's slightly off level. This here is the flight speed. These are the volts for the battery. And what is this? Altitude. Maybe that's above sea level? Not sure. Well, anyway, so we're at 13 satellites. That's enough to launch. So looks like the camera is facing down. So let me go ahead and change that. There we go. And as you can see, that screen is extremely visible. I'm not having any trouble seeing that. That is excellent. See here? That's great. It would probably benefit from a sunshade, but I mean that's pretty darn good. I have no problems with that at all. Okay, so what we're going to do today, we're going to see if we can do a compass calibration. So according to some posts on the blogs out there, the blogosphere, 14 satellites now, to do a compass calibration, you're going to take it up in a hover position, put it in altitude hold, make sure you already have your GPS locked, put it in altitude hold mode, and then do a clockwise rotation, and that should calibrate the compass. So we're going to try that. Okay, so I think everything is ready to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera on. We're at 16 satellites now. I'm going to arm the motors. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and launch it. Give it a little more altitude here. Okay. Now, I'm going to switch it over into altitude hold mode, which is flipping this switch up. And I am just going to rotate clockwise. And bring it on back. You see it's just moving by itself. Alright, so we're going to go clockwise. It's moving by itself. Still rotating. Still rotating. Looks like it's starting to calm down some. Or maybe not. Still moving. down, left, right. Now, see what it's doing? It's doing that all by itself. That's bad. That's bad news. That's really bad news. That's altitude hold mode. Let's try one more time. We're gonna rotate clockwise. Do it one more time for good measure. And I'm gonna flip it back to GPS mode. See what happens. Well, that is better. Still moving a little bit, but that's definitely better than it has been. So that's promising. So we're about 3 meters off the ground. I think I like that. We'll stick to that altitude. But what I wanted to do was do some distance flying today. 16 satellites. It's dropping altitude, dropping, moving. Yeah, GPS lock isn't the best. So I think I will be contacting customer support if I can. Testing the camera gimbal rotation. Rotation is pretty smooth. That's about as far upward that you can rotate it. So I'm going to put it about there. And I'm going to go ahead and take it on out. It's much better than it was for my first flight. So I'm feeling a little more positive about it. And we're going out about 70 meters there. 85, 86, 88, 89 meters. And as you can see, that screen is perfect. No dropouts at all. The quad did descend on its own out there. We're going to push forward a little more. We're at 100 meters, 110, 115. And we're about 128 meters. And the picture is solid. Not even a flicker. Alright, so we're going to turn around and come on back. And here we go. I'll go ahead and give it full forward pitch. It is descending quite a bit. GPS hold is not very good on this quad, unfortunately. I have to say. It's pretty obvious that it does not hold its position well. So, let's see. I'm not real sure what the other mode is, what the other mode does. But I'm going to try doing that clockwise rotation in GPS mode and see if that does anything. Now the wind has picked up a little bit, and it is affected by the wind, as you can see. Yeah, that's pretty disappointing. That thing is all over the place. I'm going to bring it down a little bit. Down to 3 meters. I think that's pretty good. That's good enough. Alright, let's just fly it around a little bit. Doing a little line of sight and FPV. And that screen is visible still. Very nice. And it's descending on its own. Wow, that's pretty surprising and disappointing all at the same time. Okay, got a little drop out there. So I let off the sticks, and it's supposed to just hold its position. And as you can see, it looks like it wants to land. Not good. All right, let's check out this other mode. Not sure what this mode does, but we'll do the rotation in this mode and see if that will calibrate the compass. Just rotate it several times here. Up and down and up and down. All right. And let's go ahead and fly it around in this mode. This thing moves out now. It's not slow. It's definitely not slow. All right, let me get out of the sunlight. I want to bring it down a little bit. Starting to trust it a little more in terms of altitude. It seems to stay in the air pretty good when it's not self-descending. All right. So I'm going to take it out a little bit. Oh, that's, what do you call it? Headless mode. That's what that is. That is headless mode. Okay. That's why my controls were a little funky. That is headless mode. Alright, back to GPS lock. Give it some altitude. We'll go up a little bit more. 3 meters. Alright, let's see how well I can do with total FPV. We're at about 10.8 volts. We've got 2 flashing LEDs. We've been flying for about 9 minutes. And let's take it out, full pitch. It's losing altitude. Not real happy with this stability. Just the camera looking down. All right, let's bring it on down. 19 satellites, and I think I'll do a lift off with the camera facing down if I can. You know what? There's not enough clearance. So let's see if I can bring it over to the box here and land it here. Don't want to tip it over. There we go. And disarming the motors. At least I tried. It did tip over, but I got the motors disarmed. Okay, but the camera is having a heart attack. Alright, let's put it back on the box. And we are going to arm it and do a full throttle punch. As you can see, the information on the screen, which I do like. See if that comes up again. We flew a total of 721 meters. 10 minutes we flew 111 meters from home, 721 total meters, 41 kilometers an hour. I guess that was the top speed. Let's go ahead and arm it again. And I'm just going to give it a full dose of throttle and see what kind of punch we get. Let's go. Alright, we're at 15 meters there. I'm going to rotate the camera on up now. Alright. Just rotate a little bit. And I'm going to bring it on down here. To about 3 or 4 meters. Alright. So we should get going to our fail-safe any minute now. Look at it. I didn't give it any right input at all. This is pretty disappointing, I have to say. Definitely is. But it's not a bad quad. It just it definitely does not hold its position well. All right, I got a little drop out there that time. See, about 92 meters out. Bring that camera down a little bit. Camera quality is good. I'm looking forward to see what it looks like with some sunlight. First flight was in totally cloudy conditions. So just curious to see what that's like. Tilting the camera down again, testing that out. Back up. And bringing it down just a little. Yeah, there we go. So in terms of the screen, I'm impressed with the screen. As much as you could be with full sunlight. Bring it down. I think that's still a little bit too high for me right now. Flies nicely. It's just when you let go of the sticks and let it hover, that's when you notice its flaws. And let's do that now and see what we got. Yeah, still moving. 17 satellites. 17 satellites, but it's better than it was the other day. For my first flight. And we're just about ready to land here. Got total flight time of 14 minutes. So I'm just going to keep flying. The fail-safe should kick in. That was full throttle there. So just kind of flying around, I'm not looking to do anything really adventurous or crazy today. I only have the one battery, so I'm only flying for the duration of the one battery each time. First total flight time was around 13 minutes, I believe. We've exceeded that now, so maybe just a matter of new battery, I guess, breaking that in. But I'm just going to kind of keep flying it until it goes into its fail-safe. And automatically returns to home. See, it still moves when you let off the sticks. It still moves. We're at 83 meters there. 90 meters. Rotating. rotating, coming back this way, rotating. Just kind of flying steady. I'm curious to see how steady the video comes out. Should be pretty good. The gimbal seems to be really nice. Just kind of flying it here. Not doing anything real crazy. I'm not looking to do anything sporty with this quad. It's strictly for video and photographs. So I'm going to go ahead and take a photo now. 20 satellites now. 20 satellites. So I'm going to take a picture. That is going to turn the camera off. Okay, I'm going to rotate, take another photo. Rotate, take another. And I'm going to turn the camera back on. Okay. And still flying around pretty good. We're at 16 minutes now. 10.5 volts. We should start to hit. There we go. Alright, so the fail-safe did kick in. It's gone into return to home mode. As you can see, the mode did change. We're going to step back and let it do its thing. Now, remember, we did launch from the box there. It's, sorry about being right in the sun. Jeez. It's pretty close. Really close. I have to say. But it is off. Okay. So the Eagle has landed. I'm going to go ahead and shut off the motors. Shut off the camera. And there is our flight data. 17 minutes, 55 seconds. Okay, that's more like what I was expecting. I'm expecting to get about 19 minutes out of this. I believe it says 25 minutes, but you know, that's under perfect circumstances. But 19, I think, is more like it. We flew 111 meters away from home. Highest altitude was 15 meters. It gives you GPS latitude and longitude. What else? Total flight distance is 1,438 meters and 41 kilometers an hour. 41 kilometers an hour was the highest speed. So there you have it. That is flight number 2 of the UPAIR One. I'm going to go ahead and shut the quad down first. Alright, and then I'm going to shut off the transmitter. Alright, well, that was flight number 2. Again, I think some work still needs to be done yet on getting that compass calibrated, but it did fly a lot better today. Seemed to be a lot more steady today. Don't know if what I did helped at all. I'd like to think so. But I'm going to go on home and take a look at the video and get this video uploaded. Episode number 2 in my road back to trusting GPS quads again. I think we're well on our way. It was at this stage in the flight process that I lost my X380 from about 200 feet in the air. Flight number 2, it lost power and dropped from the air. So already the UPAIR One has exceeded that. So that's something to be happy about. So I guess that's it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Inspector Gadget. I'm up out of here. I will be back again with more flight video chronicling my experience. I'm hoping I will be able to get this thing calibrated some way, somehow. I'll reach out to some folks maybe on the forums out there, Facebook, and see if anyone has had the same kind of trouble I've had and any luck in getting it calibrated. All right, Inspector Gadget, I'm out.